Good evening from yammybtv. Wishing you all well today. Sending loads of love as usual. Just to apologise to my WhatsApp lot because I was coming up to do an educational video this afternoon, but I didn't get round to it. Very serious subject and topic going to be raised on yammybtv. But time was consuming for me today. For one, all the boys are coming to get me in a minute to take me out for an evening meal. So it's going to be very nice to see them. So instead of that, the educational video, which we'll leave till tomorrow, many requests for more monologues and back in the day stories. So the only difference this time is that we are now back on the Isle of Wight. We know that we frequented these places a couple of times each during my criminal career. And this camping was always a discipline kind of move for the Sea Cats. In the early 80s, it was run like a borstal. It was one of those ones when you're in the London jails, they threaten you. If you don't behave, you'll end up there down in Camp Hill. It was like a frightening tool. It got better in the early 90s when I reached here the second time, this time round, but very much run different from the other Sea Cats. More disciplinarian-y kind of thing, and not as good, fair to say, as the other Sea Cats. And being far away from where we're from, you have to get on a ferry. The Isle of Wight is also going to be difficult to get visits anyway. During that time, I weren't getting a lot of visits anyway. But anyway, I was still happy to be going there because there was 6 or 7 names I knew that was already there. And there was one man in particular I wanted to see, and his name was Delroy Matthews. Meant to have boxed at the Albert Hall a couple of times. Delroy, lovely bloke, only ever messed about with you if you messed about with him, if you get what I mean. I knew him from Aylesbury in 1982, 1983. On top of that, out of the blue one day, he turned up and visited me in the Cays, completely out of the blue. I think someone was visiting Starsky in Whitemore, and he said, because he was pretty tight with Elton John, and he asked to come and visit me, and I saw him probably about 2000, 2009. Sorry. Right now, so I was looking forward to seeing him. So on getting to Camp Hill, you go into the induction room, which is near the front gate as soon as you come through it, right? So he was trying all his luck, along with Fritz Bell and a couple of others that were there at that time. Dave Goldman was there, Danny Mullins, Kevin Mullins. Everyone, like all our age group around about that time was in Camp Hill. Now it's fair to say that Camp Hill was used as a threatening tool in the locals or any other Sea Cats you're at. If you don't behave, you'll be ending up down in Camp Hill. Fair to say, early days, in the old days, it was more run like a borstal. But when I got there the second time round, in the early 90s, it had calmed down slightly. So on getting there, in induction, got a visit off Delroy and somebody else, came up, somehow got to the gate. Sea Cats are more open than B's and A's, and got talking to me saying, Yammy, we're going to try and get you on our wing. Now at the bottom wings, there's George's and Michael's, right? And I think Edwards was there done. It was being redone up, refurbished and everything. But at the top wings were Thomas's and James's, which were run more in dormitory form, if you get what I mean. Meaning that you will be having cellmates rather than the single bang-ups down at the bottom wings. So he tried to get me on the wing with him. They weren't having it. So I ended up on Thomas's. So then I put an application in, got into the same workplace as him. So we were having our gym times together, right? So, yep, promising boxer Delroy, right? So we used to go down there every morning, and Delroy these times was shining bright in that life, if you get what I mean. He had his Rolex on. He used to come in there every day, and he used to do his shadow boxing for the full hour of the whole session, right? And build up a sweat. I used to have to hold a medicine ball for him sometimes while I was doing my deadlifting and squatting them days as well. So on one of these mornings, right, Delroy had something between the cheeks of his bum, it's fair to say. And while he was training, the parcel dropped on the floor, right? But he didn't know it. I didn't know it. No one heard it drop. But apparently one person did and picked it up and tried to nick it without anyone knowing. But he got spotted by someone. So Delroy, when we're getting back in the changing rooms, He's looking at his things, thinking, where's it gone? Blah, blah, blah. He's like screaming. Ooh, I'm going to start searching people for my things and all that. And he's very capable of doing that kind of stuff. And someone's whispered to him, told him, blah, 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 blah. We got outside, coming out of the gym where you wait to go back onto the wings. The geezer's come out. He's asked him once. He's asked him twice. Have you got my parcel? And the geezer said, no. Right. They're always giving him a rat, tat, bap, bap. And basically tipped him upside down. Lo and behold, the parcel fell out onto the floor. Thank you very much, Delroy. Delroy took it back. Right? So the geezer, 3 big fuds, black eye, fat lip, blah-de, 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 blah. So, yep, never saw him again. He went on George's. I went up onto the top wing. Now, during the same moment, can you believe this one, right? This is why Sod's Law, it always comes around and gets you in some way. Now, at the same time when that was happening, in the changing room, somebody had nicked a piece of jewellery off someone, right? So it must have either been in their pocket or their whatever, and somebody's nicked it, right? I didn't have nothing to do with it. Nobody knew who took it, right? But later on during the day, someone's come up on my wing and said to me, Yammy, I got a bracelet to sell. So I said, yeah, I'm actually looking for it, blah, 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 blah. He said to me, oh, just get me a few things, blah, 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 blah. But lo and behold, somebody overheard the conversation. So the next morning, right, I come out, I'm trying to sell the thing. I realise now that the thing's been stolen, obviously. I put it together, so I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, it don't matter though, he ain't gonna know, you know how we was back in them days, dog eat dog and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think I still worked out who the person was, right? But little did I know that he was on my wing and he was watching the transaction on the yard at labour time in the morning. So in the evening, you got the phones, dim days, just come, CCAT. I'm in the cubicles, on the phone, phoning someone, and all of a sudden I felt bang, 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 right? But the only thing he's done, really, which is not really a good move, he's done it right outside the office, right in front of the screws. I was a little bit dazed. I didn't even get a punch in, so I was absolutely gutted. And basically they grabbed me, grabbed him, threw us both down the block. Even though I never threw a punch, I was absolutely livid, right? Came back up from the block the next day, still screaming, put him on one wing, put me on another. I'm saying, nah. I said no, because obviously I'm thinking that I'm the one that's taken out the changing room. But no, it wasn't me, you know. You do bad things, you know, I admit to it, you know, but on this occasion, it's not me. I'm just the middleman being the greedy so-and-so, which you knew I was, right? So the next day, I said, nah, I'm going up there when he's coming out of his wing. We're going to go up there. He's got a couple of geezers with him. I've got a couple of geezers with me. And we've gone up there, labour time, 4 o'clock in the evening. We're walking down and he sees me coming. I said to him, yeah, let's go round the back here. I threw one fud. Didn't really do much, to be honest. He didn't really get no punches in. It was really scrappy. It wasn't a good performance by me, but I didn't lose, if you get what I mean. And remember, I still had bruises there from the other day and all that. So I got separated before the screws come. I think the works party screws, they stopped it. So I just was lucky to not get nicked, kind of thing. And went back up to my wing. Hold on 1 second. So I left that one. That one I let go. I didn't really, I just took it as one of those things at the end of the day. And plus, he didn't get the bracelet back anyway, right? So a few days later, remember, I'm not getting no visits at this time. Now, someone has approached me, a geezer called Pinnock from South London. I think he's from Lewisham, Peckham or somewhere like that. Turns around and said, Yammy, would you take a visit for me? In Camp Hill. Now, Camp Hill them days had a cubicle kind of visits. I think the old hall had gone and it was like a little hut thing and very, very small. Like you can't get more than, say, 20 visitors in one room at that time, right? So I agreed to do it. So I've gone on to the visit and there's a geezer there, right? First things first, I'm thinking he was supposed to come with a lady as well, right? But he didn't. right? So I had thoughts in my mind about how I was going to get this thing, thinking if it's put in a cup, if it's put in a crisp bag, if it's put in whatever. So he's put it in a cup, and I've gone to drink it, like to swallow it, because it was too tight in there. The screws were just like too closed in. So when I went to swallow it, it got stuck in my throat and kept coming straight back up. So I kept trying it again. I tried it 3 times on all 3 occasions. Wouldn't go down. So in the end, I left it in the cup because it was making me choke. So talking to the geezer next to me, I said to him, look, right at the end of the visit, would you mind just, like, I knew the geezer, I said, would you mind taking that thing and swallowing it for me? He said to me, yeah, sure, Yammy. I goes, don't worry, I'll sort you out. There. Right, visit's finished, picked up the cup, swallowed it, blah, 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 blah. For all I know, he didn't even swallow it. But he's saying he swallowed it. He's come out, he said, yeah, he swallowed it. I said, all right, and so what are you saying, tomorrow morning, couple days, yeah, latest, yeah, sweet. Gone top wings, he's down the bottom, nothing the next day. So I'm waiting out, promising everyone, promising Pinnock, yeah, don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. The parcel, he's gonna do it out and all that kind of stuff. 2 days goes past, nothing. 3 days goes past, nothing. Pinnock is screaming now. He's thinking, did I get it? Have I pulled a move? As the geezer got it? As he mugged us off? See, swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? So, no, the geezer ain't declaring nothing. So on the 3rd day, Pinnock's come to me. He says to me, Yammy, come on, man. No way. He's got that. All right? So we waited for him. He had an education move. And in Camp Hill, when you walk down the hill, the education's to the left and the gym's there, like that. So we was waiting. The Labour Board geezer was about 10 yards away. We waited till he came through the tunnel, basically gone towards him, gone to, like, stick him up kind of thing, like I used to. We know that's no secret either. And Pinnock's straight away pulled his pants down, tracksuit bottoms, right? I'm saying, where is it? He's saying, nah, yeah, it ain't come out yet. So Pinnock's going, stop lying. He said, Yammy, put him in a grip. So I put him in a grip, but Pinnock is saying that he can see it underneath his foreskin, which means, like, there's a little lump. When you pull your finger back, you can see the thing. Some of the things you have to do in there is unbelievable, So it's like there was a little lump of some kind that he could spot while his pants were down. So I was saying to him, well, I'm not touching his thing to go and get the thing. He said, I don't business, Yammy B. I'm getting my things. Basically, that's how he was going on. And he pulled back the thing. He got whatever was there. I don't think it was the whole parcel because the whole thing couldn't fit underneath there. I think it was like a little bit of it, dropped him on the floor, gone. And once again, what goes around comes around. Hope you like that one. See you shortly. I'm going to have a good night tonight. Sending you loads of love.